Hey, welcome to our show. This is my second day. Welcome to everybody coming in and the people who will be coming in a little bit later. And today we are talking about our chemicals in the food making us docile. And this is the one of the things that we're going to be really discussing today. There is a whole lot that's going on in this world right now that you need to be aware of it. So, first of all, please like and subscribe my channel. I really appreciate it. We had a really good audience in yesterday, and it would really help me out for you to just do that for me. And so, let's get going here. And so, the first thing I want to say is I'm still alive. I hope you are too, that you're still alive. Because again, what are we? We are thoughts and cells. So, what you do with those thoughts and those cells will determine how your life goes, how long you will live. So, you are what you think about. So, let's think about some of these things, some of these chemicals in the food that are making us fat and docile. In other words, uh, for docile is dumbed down, uh, going along just to get along, and taking whatever it is that they decide that they want to give us. And he who controls the food controls life. So first, let's just start off here with, did you know that 11 corporations in the United States controls 97% of all the chemicals and all the food that we eat? As you see on this wheel, you see Pepsi, Kellogg's, Mars, General Mills, you see Johnson and Johnson, Kraft and Heinz, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola. These companies are the ones that are putting the chemicals in the food. You must be aware of them and what they're doing. Now, if you do not want to be part of it, then you need to hit me up at switchthebox@yahoo.com, and let's team together and let's figure this out. I have a team. I'm on a team. I have people that we support each other. Shout out to Sue, Marcia, Joanne, also my wife, and another friend of mine is doing really good, Danny Joyner. You got to check out his channel. I'll give you a little bit more about that later. Not to mention Cohen of Riverside Homestead Life. Okay, so if you're interested in getting away from these big bucks, then I want you to go ahead and hit me up on that. So, what is bioengineered food? Well, I found what I call would be the definition of that. I found this on, what was it? Theconversation.com. There's other ways to get information out there, but I want to give them credit. So, the U.S. Department of Agriculture defines bioengineered food as food that contains detectable genetic material that has been modified through certain lab techniques that cannot be created through conventional breeding or found in nature. Now, if that definition sounds familiar, it is because it is essentially how genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, are defined. Common vocabulary many people use and understand. On January 1st, 2022, the USDA implemented a new U.S. bioengineered food disclosure standard. Shoppers are seeing labels on food products with the term bioengineered or derived from bioengineering, printed on a green seal with the sun shining down on the cropland. And this is the seal. This is the seal. Doesn't it look great? It's what tells us that we're living in an illusion, ladies and gentlemen. When they say this, they're saying we can put anything in there. So when I read you the definition, did they say what it was? They didn't say it because they could put anything they want in it. And we're left to live with it. So as the big box control us, and by the way, if you look up lawsuits on any of these companies, you can find hundreds of lawsuits from the washing powder, from the bleach, from all the chemicals you use in your toilet. You can find these lawsuits that they have paid out millions and millions of dollars. Well, Mike, how come I don't know this? Because they have so much money that they can keep it out of the papers. And what they want to do always is to settle. You see, they want to settle so that it doesn't actually get out. And you have to sign a non-disclosure because they can just keep you in court for years. They have the money. See, when you have unlimited money, you can do whatever you want. And they have all the money. And who are we? Well, we're the little guy. We're the little guy. And so if you feel that you want to, for us to get together and be a little guy team where our dollars, our shopping dollars mean everything. You see, we put our money together by switching. We take what the little money we have and we all put it together and we get some really good products that are biodegradable and have no chemicals that harm the body, babies, or pets. Switch the box at yahoo.com. I can give you more information. Just leave me a name, email address, and we can get together. Now let's go to natural ingredients or flavors. You've seen that, right? What's natural flavoring? What does that mean? It means we can put anything. They can put anything and just call it natural ingredients. That's why January 1st, after that date, you started seeing this symbol. This symbol. Okay? Now you don't even see it. They just say it in small print, like I showed you. You see, contains a bioengineered food ingredient. All of a sudden, they started putting this in. Now, so here's just one little product. Hazelnut. You probably all had that in your life. They didn't have that in here, but then you look on it and you'll see this is what the picture I took. Why would they put that? Well, because they can. Why do they use it? Well, because it's cheaper. See, they could pay, they could actually do great ingredients. But why? Why do it when they know we're going to buy it anyway? Right? So natural ingredients is just another name for I can put anything I want in there. That's what it means. I can put anything I want. Now, one of the absolutely worst things that you can put in, and this is going to be the main topic here, in the food is high fructose corn syrup. Well, what does that sound like? It's high. They don't say syrup, fructose syrup. They say high fructose corn syrup, which means what? The joke's on us. Now, let me show you this. I'm not sure if you all can see this, so I'm going to read. I'm going to read what I was see, because sometimes you can't download stuff online. And so this is one of the things about high fructose corn syrup that you need to know. So consumption of high fructose corn syrup in the U.S. has grown to 60 pounds per person a year. How much is that? That's almost 5.5 gallons that we consume. So now you see here what real glucose is for the body. Okay. See, it says early research suggests that glucose and fructose follow different metabolic pathways. So glucose, which is the natural sugar, is processed into energy or stored as glycogen in the liver and the muscles. High fructose corn syrup is metabolized into fat. High fructose corn syrup accounts for 40% of the sweeteners in the United States, most of the processed packaged foods, and other places where you wouldn't even suspect it. So what is it? This says research indicated that high fructose corn syrup is likened to obesity, abnormal increase in body fat, rising blood levels of triglycerides. Triglycerides will tell you whether or not you have good circulation in your blood. And it also is about, with your cholesterol. So if you go to the doctor and your triglycerides are out of whack, then your arteries, that means are getting clogged up with basically this stuff. So let's just look at this. Oreo cereal, post Oreo cereal. First of all, you see all this stuff here. I mean, half of it, you don't even know what it is. Very little vitamins and minerals. But right down here on the bottom, what does it say? Contains bioengineered food ingredients. So we don't even know what is in there. So I want to talk about, finish this with the high fructose corn syrup. I'm going to give you some examples of, you may not even know this, that it's changed. So let's just start with something like ketchup. Okay, ketchup. This is Heinz ketchup and everything too now. Okay, unless you get organic. All right. So what's the ingredients? Tomato concentrate, high fructose corn syrup, and third is corn syrup. So what is this? So you may put it on your French fries, and you're putting more, doing more damage by putting the ketchup on. You might think that you're taking ketchup and putting it on your eggs for the protein. Then you put ketchup on it, and it's just covered in high fructose corn syrup. And so you might think you're eating light when you're actually gaining weight. Here's one. Mrs. Butterworth syrup. Don't we all love syrup? Put it on your pancakes. You see, it used to be, it was sugar. Well, you go, well, Mike, why don't you put the sugar in there now? Because sugar has to be grown. It's more expensive. High fructose corn syrup can be made in a lab, and you can make all you want. All you want. And so when you're eating your pancakes and you're using Mrs. Butterworth, you're getting a lot of junk that is going to turn into fat. Now, you might consider maple syrup. Now, some maple syrup, it says pure maple syrup. That's the ingredient, pure maple syrup. Now, sometimes this maple syrup that's like not good for you, they say it isn't. You have to be really careful about maple syrup, but that's what it says. It has to say what the ingredients are. Now, here we go. One of everybody's favorites. Soda. Okay, this is just one example. This is from Sam's. Okay, so if you're drinking this stuff, I'm just telling you, you're gaining weight, and you're not going to be able to lose it. Okay, ladies, in order to get healthy, we have to get something, but we also have to give something up. Is it a sacrifice? Yes, it's a sacrifice, but it's a good sacrifice, because either you're living or you're dying. Slower, faster. See, we're all going to pass anyway. We might as well have our health. What's the ingredients? Carbonated water and high fructose corn syrup. They used to put sugar in it, but now it's high fructose corn syrup. Total carbs, 43 grams. Total sugars, 43 grams. That's 86 carbs in 12 ounces. So if you drink 2 or 3 of these pops, that's 252 carbs. And carbs is basically sugar. And so, like I said, some of the things you're going to have to give up, but information is power, and that's what we want to give you. Here's another one. Sweet Baby Ray's. Boy, this stuff tastes good. I used to love this stuff. And then just out of the blue, this has been in my cupboard for, I don't know, a couple of years. What's the ingredient? The first one, high fructose corn syrup. Soy. Now, I'm not even going to spend time on soy, but I will spend another whole show on soy, and how it reduces testosterone. That's why these young people are so small. They grew up on soy. Who doesn't love Arby's? Their horseshoe sauce. You think, well, it's horseradish sauce, right? No. Soybean oil, water, and high fructose corn syrup. It's in everything. One of the most important things that I leave you with is this: read your labels. If you, I'm going to say to you, if you just eliminated in your diet everything that has high fructose corn syrup, you will lose weight without even trying. You will lose weight. See, the simple things, but the first thing we have to get is what not to eat, what to eliminate. And if it says if it says it has bioengineered food ingredient, don't eat it. If it says it has high fructose corn syrup, then don't eat it. Just don't eat it. And you will lose weight. So as we end here, we're talking to your thoughts and yourselves. How does anyone change? With a thought. Because you are what you think about. It's been a pleasure being here. Thank you for all who've been in the chat. Here's my wife there. Sugar overload. It's the worst thing you can do. Nice chart. Thank you. So you were able to see that. That's good. So here we go. My second show back. I just want to say thank you all who've come in today. And I hope you come back in tomorrow. So everyone, have a wonderful evening. And remember, I'm still alive, and so are you.